Okay, so let's start with the first one. So can you guys hear me well?
Yes.
Okay. So let's start with the first question, right? Let's try to explain what is Salesforce in simple words or sentences. What is Salesforce?
Salesforce is a technology based on cloud computing. It's a cloud-based CRM, that is customer relationship management.
Hmm.
It's based on that platform that enables business to manage customer data, sales operations, and services.
Okay, great. Does anybody else want to add some other points to what Marti said on what is Salesforce? Ashish, Vinuta, Sarita, do you want to add more points or you're good with, or do you all understand now what is Salesforce? Because I felt like, yeah, that's apt to say what is Salesforce. It's a cloud computing technology. It's a CRM. It's got its own different types of clouds. Maybe this is something you can add. They have their clouds like Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud, which enables operations to be performed by a sales user or by a service user. It provides platforms to do such activities, right? So all this will be your answers to Salesforce. Are you all clear, or you have any questions related to what is Salesforce in specific? Okay.
No
So we'll
question.
go to the next question. What is a CRM? I'll repeat. What is CRM?
Customer relationship management. That is, it is a technology for managing your company's relationships and interactions with customers.
Okay. And it's a SaaS, right? Like,
Yes,
so
I
whenever,
that is fast. Okay,
yeah,
SaaS. It is SaaS. Yeah.
right. So whenever you, I mean, now we're just checking if you understood the concept, but while you're answering these type of questions in the interview, it's best to give an example. It's best to say what, why, part of it, and also if needed you can share your screen and diagrammatically show what a CRM is inside of Salesforce, that it's a SaaS, right? It, all these will add your brownie points to the answers in the interview. So please remember these aspects while any question is asked on a specific topic. Try to say what is it and why you use it in Salesforce, right? And if needed, draw it diagrammatically. So, what is CRM? CRM is nothing but customer relationship management, and it is a SaaS component of Salesforce, right? Which helps maintain the 360-degree information of business. Usually, people think that customer relationship management is only used to maintain what is that customer data, but that's not the case, right? It's used to maintain the end-to-end business information. It could be the sales information, the marketing information, the service related information, right? So that is what CRM is for, and CRM comes with some out of box features, right? You can also tell that some of the out of box features we have learned is we can create an object, we can create fields, we can create apps, right? We can create record types, page layouts. So all these are the features of the SaaS which can be used like drag and drop, right? So this is what is CRM. Any questions on CRM? Are you all clear? What is CRM? You understand? Yes. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Next, we'll go to what is cloud, or rather, what is cloud computing? Who wants to answer this? if you are going to answer this, you will only be benefited. Okay, so please take this opportunity to answer it, and then we'll see what can be added to your answer, right? What is cloud computing?
Yes, cloud computing is a way we can access all the service on internet instead of any application or anything.
Mm-hmm.
We can use any application data development through cloud computing.
Hmm.
We can access it on online also,
Okay.
and there is a software as a services like SaaS and PaaS other platforms. Yeah. We can
Okay.
just log in anything from anywhere and we can access everything. That's
Okay. So, do you all agree to Mansi's answer, or do you want to add something? Guys, we want this session to be interactive, so please speak.
Different services are provided through internet, which
Mm-hmm.
includes applications, tools like database storage
Yeah,
or storage servers, networking, and many softwares.
right. Can you buy cloud?
No, we can rent it.
So it's a rental model, right? And then we can store data on the cloud. So basically, whenever you are explaining the answers, like I told you, first cover what is it, and second cover why we are using it, right? So what is it? You guys already explained what is it. It's a demand based model. You can demand for a service, you will get lot of services, like you can store data, you can connect the cloud, purchase a server based, or you can take a software, you can rent a um, platform to do your crm activities, right? That's what is the what aspect of the cloud, right? And the other parts are that it's a rental model, it's a demand based, you demand for a service and you get it, so demand based service model. And it can be accessed anywhere, like you guys told, any from any device, but there should be internet, right? So it's an internet based model. Then why do we need cloud? What's going to happen? Like what problem is cloud resolving? What would happen if there was no cloud?
We couldn't store data or the information.
You can store, no? You have so many other places to store data other than cloud.
uh, with the use of cloud, I think we can minimize the storage, like server storage of the servers.
it's an online access. We can use anywhere from anywhere.
Yeah, but what would happen if there was no cloud? What is the one big problem that cloud is solving? So, any idea, or should I tell?
There would be permanent loss of data.
Very good. So, what does that mean? What is that? Yeah, it's correct, but can you elaborate?
If it's not backed up and stored, then there will be loss of data.
Yeah, so the way to probably put that up, Malti, is probably you have an Excel file, and let's say you are storing the data in an Excel file, and if the system got rebooted and you had no backup of that data, you lose that entire data, right?
Yes.
Or let's say you had an Excel file stored in your local system and now your system got spoiled. Now you want to use that data. Can you use it until your system gets fine?
No,
No,
no, no.
right? So that
Yes.
is the biggest problem that cloud is solving, right? It's helping you store data which can be accessed from anywhere at any point, provided you have an internet, right? That is what the cloud is solving. Okay, good. So the next question, let's move on. So what is the difference between, or what is this SaaS, PaaS and IaaS? SaaS, PaaS and IaaS. Can we please try answering this? See, after asking every question, I'm anyway going to give the answer, but it's not like I want to give the question and I want to do the answer, right? I want to understand how much you have understood. It's like a reverse KT session today, right? So even if you're wrong, that's fine. We don't want to be very perfect, right? That's why we have this course. So please put your understanding right here. Like whatever you have understood, just say that, and then we'll see if that is correct or wrong and learn it again, right? So please tell me what is SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS.
It's delivering the applications like webmail, bookmarking, photo sharing. It's widely used. SaaS,
Okay. What's the full form of SaaS?
software as a service.
Okay. So what is the SaaS? What are we renting in the SaaS?
The cloud,
Which part of the cloud are we renting in the SaaS? It's there in the name,
software.
software, right? So
Yes,
software is what we are renting, right? And in Salesforce, which is that software that we are renting?
SaaS,
Yeah, which software in SaaS are we renting in Salesforce?
Post.com.
No, that's the platform, right? Platform is force.com, but what is the software? CRM, right? CRM is the software. That's what we are learning today. We are learning the features of the software, the CRM software, the admin part, right? So
yes,
remember in my first class, I drew a diagram, and in my diagram I had the SaaS, and the SaaS was the software, and software that we have in Salesforce is the CRM. And what we are learning now is the different features of the CRM, because you guys are the upcoming administrators, right? You guys want to learn admin. So what are you learning? You're learning the CRM, and which is the SaaS product of the Salesforce. Next, what is the full form of PaaS?
platform as a service.
Okay. And then where is Salesforce built?
In Force,
Hmm?
Force platform.
Yeah, salesforce.com is built on a platform called force.com. Now, force.com is the platform that users rent, right? They will rent a platform called force.com and build the code. Now, why we need force.com? Why we need platform? Why can't we do everything in software only? Why is there a purpose for platform?
It's a software. We can't do in software everything, but in the platform, we can
Hmm.
run, manage, customize as per our needs.
Can you give me an example? Yeah, you're right. That's very correct. All things cannot be achieved in the software, right? So there are some things only we can achieve. So what is it that one thing that we can't achieve? I mean, I think in one of the sessions I had told you this we cannot do using CRM. We need to do the platform by learning one concept. I can give you a hint. It's the roll up summary. There is something you can't do in roll up summary, which you can do using the platform. What's that? Do you know?
No.
Mansi, I think we lost you.
Yes, actually connection with this.
Yeah, there was something that we can do using the roll up, but we can't do you. I mean, what is it that we can't do in the roll up?
Just not getting the point.
Hmm? What's that? Hello.
Not getting the point, man. Actually, the network is doing. Just a second, I'll be fine.
Can others hear me? Because I don't want to be talking to myself. So, Malti, Vinuta, Sarita, what is PAS? What is the full form of PAS? Why do we need platform? I'm giving you guys chance to speak.
Ma'am, platforms are needed to connect the network.
Okay.
That is between, I think you're telling about rolling up of candidate data on the parent.
Okay. Maybe we'll take the example later, but do you guys understand what is PAS and what is the platform in Salesforce? First, let's cover that. Okay. And then we'll come back for the example. So please tell me what is PAS and what is the platform used in Salesforce? Can you please tell this?
Platform is force.com.
Okay, platform is force.com. Okay, is there only one platform or many are there? See, you can be wrong here. Okay, you can just say many are there. There is only one. My questions will keep on multiplying, but I want you guys to think, recollect those topics that the trainer would have taught, right? So please speak up. Otherwise, I can't. I mean, I'm not even in front of you, right? So I can't make out what's going on. So the question is, what are the different platforms in Salesforce? You guys told me force.com.
It is only one force.com.
Okay, no, there are many other platforms like work.com, data.com, desk.com. But what you would be learning with, if you guys are going to choose development, I think the trainer will only teach you how to do things on the force.com, because other four platforms are all licensed. Okay, we cannot learn that in any course. It will be based on the company. If the requirement is there, then that is the platform you'll have to use. But 98% of the times people use force.com. 2% there is a possibility to use other platforms. Okay. So what are the different platforms? If I may ask you to repeat, do you know now?
Yes.
What are they? Let's just wrap up that and I'll go to the next question.
Post.com, work.com, data.com, and so on.
Very good. Okay. Then can you explain me what is MVC model? Like what does MVNC stand for and what do they do? What is that MVC all about?
It's a model view controller.
Very good. So what is model, what is view, and what is controller? In Salesforce.
Model means there are two objects like standard object and custom object. Standard object which Salesforce is providing us and custom object which we are making it. We are creating it.
Very good.
And controller also there are same standard controllers and custom controllers.
Mm-hmm.
And in view there is visual force and standard page.
Okay. So do you all agree with
So
Mansi or do you want to add something more?
I have done like we have done until standard object and custom object.
Yeah.
So I have that only.
Yeah, that is correct. Your answer is right.
Yes.
Do you all recollect, are you with Mansi? Or you want to add your own answers here? How you'll answer this? What is MVC model? Okay.
Can you repeat it again?
Model view controller. So model is nothing but objects, tabs, fields. All these are the models, right? View is nothing but visual force page or lightning component, right? That's what is the view. And controller is nothing but the backend, right? Where you have standard or custom controllers where you can write your logic like in Apex or in handlers, right? These are the backend. So that's why it is Salesforce is like an MVC model because you can view things, you can model out things, and you can write the code in the backend through the controller part. Understood?
Yeah, got it.
Okay.
Yes, got it.
Then what is the difference between classic and lightning? I don't want too many difference. Just give me the top 3 differences between classic and lightning.
In classic, we need to write a code, complex code. But in Lightning, it's build everything.
Okay.
And classic has only one backend. Lightning has two backends. And the
Very
two
good.
backends are divided into two parts. One is
Hmm.
client side and second is server side.
Hmm.
And it's described as JavaScript and Apex.
Correct.
Yes. And classic can only be used in desktop. And we can use Lightning in mobile, laptops, PC, anywhere.
Very good. You all agree with her? The top 3 differences.
Yes.
You want to add something which Mansi missed, or you all are okay with this top 3?
Lightning offers security, that is improved security, and this security is centralized in Classic.
No, it's the same. Security is the same. So basically, you need to focus on 3 things. If there's a difference between classic and lightning, you have to focus on the backend logic, which I think Mansi covered, right? In classic, there's only one backend, but in lightning, there are 2 backends that you need to elaborate. And the second difference is coming with respect to the UI, which I think Mansi covered as part of, that in UI, when you look at the UI, the classic UI is only visible on desktop, but Lightning UI is visible both on anywhere, right? Given any device, you can use the thing. What was the third difference, Mansi, you told? You could talk about this.
We have to write a complex code for mobile compatibility
Yeah, I
or to
think
get
you can
an
skip
access on
that.
mobile.
Yeah, you can skip that part and you can probably talk about the speed. So the speed of the lightning is faster than the speed of the classic applications.
Yes, yes, right.
Okay, and that is because of the complex code, because the code is so complex in classic that if you want the code, if you want to develop something and show something on the mobile, then you have to develop complex code. But in lightning it's readily available with SLDS. Make a note of this. S Lightning Design Systems.
Lightning Design System,
Yeah,
SDI.
sorry, SDA, yeah,
SDS.
LDS.
Okay.
Lightning Design System. Okay, you can use Lightning Design System to do easy coding, or which will make it appear easily on the light applications. Okay, so let's quickly move on to the next question. What is an object? What is an
Object is nothing but which includes which is object is nothing but a table which includes data in Salesforce.
very good. So object is a table. So can you give me some examples of standard tables or objects in Salesforce?
Like candidates, account, home,
So all these are not
location.
standard, no? This you created, correct? Candidates and all.
Yes.
These are custom objects, but give me example of standard object.
Like dashboard.
Okay, good.
Lead,
Then
account.
lead account.
History, account. Yes.
Yeah, okay, very good. So you guys know. So let's assume that there are two objects called account and account. One I created, one Salesforce has created, standard object called account. So if I tell you guys as administrator to differentiate between the standard account and the account that was created by me, how do you differentiate it?
Through API.
Sorry?
By find his API name.
Very good. It's the API name. What is the full form of API? You don't have to know this, but I'm just asking. It's good to know. API.
Don't
Interface.
Application programming interface.
Very good. So application programming interface. So if there is two accounts, account, the account with the API name __ C will be the what?
custom object.
Custom object. Very good. All right. So what is a tab?
Entry field
An
of the
entry
data.
point.
Entry point to an object to create
Very
records
good.
manually.
What happens if there was no tab in Salesforce?
We can't make any record.
We can't create any record manually, right?
Yes.
What are the different types of tabs in Salesforce?
Subtab and tab.
No. It's object tab, web tabs, lightning component tabs, visual force tabs, right? Write this question down if you don't know and you can practice it. What are the different types of tabs? Object, web, lightning, visual force tabs. What did we create in our course? Which tab?
Custom object.
Object tab.
Object tabs, right? So that is what we did. Okay, next question. What are fields?
Fields means columns.
Fields are columns, right? If I'm creating a field in Salesforce, what is it that I should do first?
First go to object manager, then the related object, then fields and relationship.
So what I need to do there in fields and relationship? The first thing, I need to decide.
Which data field
Field.
you want, or data type.
I need to decide the data type, correct? So the next question is, what are the different data types in Salesforce?
Read only, generic, and lookup relationship.
Relationship, okay. So what are the three read-only fields?
Auto
Auto
number,
data.
roll up summary, formula.
Okay. And what are the three relationship fields?
Lookup, master detail, and external detail.
External lookup. Okay.
Lookup.
So what are generic fields? Maybe just tell me 5 that you know, because there are so many.
Date and time, text, pick list, multi-pick list.
Okay, very good. So can you tell me the difference between lookup and master detail?
No, lookup,
Yeah.
lookup parent is not mandatory. In master detail, parent is mandatory. And
Yes.
if parent is deleted, then child is also deleted. And security of child is dependent on parent in master detail. Lookup, security of parent and child is independent.
Yeah. Then?
We can create roll-up summary in master detail, and we can't create roll-up summary in lookup.
Okay. What is roll-up summary?
Roll-up summary is in data. It's a numeric form, like we can use as a count, sum, minimum, maximum
To
to roll up
roll up where?
in master detail.
Where should I create the roll-up summary field?
In master
Parent
detail,
object.
na?
Parent object. Okay, good.
Yes.
Then can I create roll-up summary in child object?
No.
Okay, good. And where do I create the relationship field? On which object should I create the relationship field?
A child object.
Child object. Very good. So how do I know if I give you two objects? Let's say I gave you an object called it's a showroom and cars. These are the two objects. I want you guys to link these two objects. As admin, what you will do first?
First, create two objects,
Okay, good.
then link it.
How you link it?
Relationship.
Through relationship. Now, how do you know which relation to create?
The sense which is child and which is parent.
You have to decide which is the child, which is the parent. So here, which is the child and which is the parent? Showroom or car?
One showroom, many cars. That is look up. One to many or many to one. If many to many means it is master detail.
Okay, so how you will decide now? Because my requirement as a business is, I've already told you, I need to link showroom and cars. So how you will understand what is parent, what is child? So you have to ask me the question, right? You have to ask me, is it one car, many showrooms, or one showroom, many cars? Because both are possible, right? It is possible that one Maruti Suzuki car can be there in many showrooms, right? And it is possible that one showroom can have many Maruti Suzuki cars. It's possible. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the question you guys have to ask me back. Like, okay, if you want to link these two objects, you can't ask me which is parent, which is child, because I cannot answer that because I'm business, I'm a client, right? I don't know what you mean by parent child, right? So you need to ask me, is it one car versus many thing or this? So I will tell you one showroom, many cars. Then what is the parent? What is the child?
Showroom is child.
Sorry, what? One showroom,
One
many.
showroom, many cars.
Hmm.
Showroom is child. One child, many parents.
Sorry, come again. Can you say that again?
If
Showroom is the parent and cars are child.
Correct. So because it is one showroom, one showroom, many cars, right? So showroom is the parent and Cars is the child. Now the next step is you have to link these two. Which relation you will select?
Child.
Yeah, but which relationship?
Look up.
That you still don't know, right? You have to again ask the question to me back, right? You have to ask me the question. What question you will ask me to decide if it's lookup or master detail?
Parent is mandatory or not?
Yeah, in this example, where one showroom, many cars, you have to take that example and ask me the question, right? Like, because I don't know what is parent, remember? Because I'm business, right? Getting my point, what I'm trying to say here? So what is the question you guys will ask me in order to decide which relationship?
If there is one showroom and many cars,
Hmm.
then one car, many showrooms. If there is one showroom and many cars, it is lookup. If both are parents, then we have to go for master detail.
No, it is not like that. If it is one showroom, many cars, it can be either lookup or master detail, right?
Yeah,
But
one to
if
many.
it is one showroom, many cars, and then one car, many showroom, then it is master detail with junction object, which is many to many. But in my requirement, there is no one showroom, many cars, and one car, many showrooms. There is very straightforward requirement. One showroom, many cars. That's all, right? So you have only lookup or master detail to be created. Now, how you will select whether it's lookup or master detail? So you guys have to ask me the question, right? If showroom is deleted, should the cars also be deleted? If to create a car, is there a showroom data mandatory in Salesforce? You have to ask me these questions, right? Because
Okay.
you guys just told me the difference between lookup and master detail. Understanding?
Yes.
So I will tell, yeah, when you delete the car, when you delete the showroom, child car also should be deleted. Then what you'll do?
Master detail.
Right, you'll create master detail. So
Mm.
can I convert one data type to another?
Yes.
Okay, good. Then what's an app?
Collection of tables.
Very good. So how do I create app?
First go to setup, then
Mhm.
app launcher. No, sorry, the lightning app.
Yeah,
New
but
lightning app.
sorry.
Setup quick find app manager, then a new
Hmm.
lightning app.
Correct. So first you need to go to setup. In the quick find, you need to type app manager and you'll get lightning app. That's how you create the app. Okay. So what's the difference between data and metadata? Hello.
Data relates to records,
Right.
and metadata is that describes the data,
That
describes the above data.
is
For
the skeleton
example,
of the data, right?
the skeleton of data.
Yeah. So can you give me an example?
For example, if a name is some Siri, that will be the data Siri, India, Karnataka. And metadata is enter candidate name and country, state, all these fields are metadata.
Okay. Do you all agree? Mansi, Ashish, Sarita.
Yes.
Okay. Good. So how do I track data changes? Like if something changed in the data, how do I track it?
by track field history.
Okay, what are the steps to enable field history tracking?
First, when we create object manager, there we
Hmm.
have to check it that we have allowed it or not. First step.
Yeah, yeah,
After that, we have to go in object manager field relationship, and after that, there is a set history tracking.
very good.
From
Yeah.
that, we have to choose that what we have to track and what.
Hmm.
After that, we have to go in page layout
Yeah.
once we enable all the tracking. And in the page layout, we have to choose the record. Like there is a record like candidate layout or anything. We can choose that. And in
Hmm.
that, there is a related list, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
In related list, we can find like a candidate history we want, employee history, or
Exactly.
anything we want. Drag, we have to drag and drop it, and we will find
Yes.
everything. After that, we have to save it. We have to go in our app launcher. In that,
Hmm.
we have to open a record. We can make some changes and we can check it. After that, in details, we make changes. We can go check in related subtab, right?
Very good. Yes, correct.
In related subtab, we will show the old value and new value also.
Correct.
Yes,
Awesome. Yeah, this is a perfect answer. This is how you have to explain even in the interview, end to end, right? Then,
yes.
how do you track metadata?
We can find it from quick find, like view, setup, audit trail.
Audit trail. Can I track 2 years
Yes.
data using audit trail?
No, we can, it's minimum we can track is 6 month data. If we want more than that, we have to raise a ticket to Salesforce.
Very good.
Then they
Yes,
will provide us.
exactly. Good, good. Then what are the steps to create a record type? How do we create record type in Salesforce?
We can go in object manager. We can select our previous records.
Hmm.
If we have made a candidate's record or employee's record, we can select the record. We can create a new record. First, we have to uh, identify it. Uh, how should I explain? Not get.
So the step number one is basically you need a page layout, right? Without page layout, you cannot create a record type because one person can access only one layout at a time. That's why we are creating record type, right?
Yes,
So in order to create the record type, the first step I will do is create a page layout. The second step is I will go to the object, whatever, and select the record type and create a new record type and make sure the record type is active. And then the third step is I will assign this page layout to the record type, or rather, I will assign the record type to the page layout that I created.
yes,
Right? And now I can go back to the app launcher, select the object for which I created the record type, and I'll see two radio buttons or whatever, how many ever record types I've created, those many record types I will see, right? Now, why we need record type in Salesforce? This is the main reason because one person can access only one page layout at a time. And if they want to see multiple fields in different layouts, for instance, I want to see engineering student data having different set of fields and B students, whatever, BCom students having different set of fields, then I can have multiple page layouts and assign a record type to the students, right? Then I can
yes,
even control the pick list, correct? I can make sure that if there is an object called candidate and the candidate has a field called country. And now if I want to show certain pick list values on certain record types, I can do that, right? I can control the pick list visibility using record types. Make sense? Remember this?
yes.
Okay. Can you give me an example of field dependency in Salesforce? Field dependency. Hello.
Yes, means you need examples. Like
Yeah,
we
give
take
me an
the
example of
example of
field.
country, state, city, like that, right?
Yeah, you can give any example.
Like one school and other students. There are many students.
No, I want example of field dependency. What is this field dependency in Salesforce? What is that concept?
Values can be changed. For example, if two fields are there, country and state, and if I want to choose country, I want states associated with that particular country to um, what it should display. That
Hmm.
is controlling as well as dependent. If we make controlling as a country, then we will do dependent as a state.
Hmm.
That is the example of a country and state.
State. Okay. Can you give me some other example which does not have pick list in it? Give me an example of a field dependency which has no pick list value. Something else I want to see.
One employee, many employees.
What is
Means
that?
one candidate is having many employees. No.
That is not field dependency, right? So field dependency is what Malti explained, right? She said there is a country field, there is a state field, and she said country based on the country, I want to see the states, and it's a pick list, so it can be both controlling and dependent. So I'll make state the dependent, country the controlling, and so she gave an example, but I use like for other field I want some can come with some use case. I'm just asking you a question in a different way. Instead of asking you which are all the data types that are controlling, which are all the data types that are dependent, I'm asking you like a scenario, right? But would you be able to tell me this if I ask what are the fields that can be controlling?
Pick list. You're asking. Pick list will be controlling and dependent both.
Hmm.
And the
Which field is
checkbox,
only controlling?
checkbox,
Checkbox, very good. Which is the field that is only dependent?
only multi-pick list.
Yeah, so now keeping this in mind, you can give me an example, right?
Mm. For multi-pick list, we take departments. It cannot be controlling.
Yeah, so I think we need to give an example like the way you gave country, right? So what I mean to say is, let's say I have a field called fresher, right? Checkbox. Okay, if he's a fresher, then he can select which department he wants. And the departments are multiple departments like Salesforce admin, Salesforce developer, Salesforce business analyst. These are multi-pick lists, right?
Yes,
Understanding?
yes,
So I'm going to make the fresher checkbox as controlling, and I'm going to make the departments to opt for as dependent, right?
yes,
And I will make, so whenever the person comes and selects that he is a fresher, only then he can select the department he wants to enter into. Make sense?
yes.
Okay. So that is what is field dependency. So I think with that, I have covered all the topics, questions that we have learned. So is there any topic you feel I have missed, which I didn't ask you a question? But you
No, I just have a question. In one user ID, we can create only one application or we can create more than one
you're saying application, is it?
yeah, which we are
Yeah, yeah. You
creating.
can create many apps.
But how actually I've made two apps, okay. But
Hmm.
which making some object, I'm making some tabs now. It's visible on both the application.
Hmm.
So how I
To
can do
select,
that?
if you want to select only certain, if you want the object to be visible only in certain app, then you can go back to your app manager and edit.
Okay. Because
And you can,
object which I'm creating now, it's visible to both applications.
yeah, so you can
And
remove that from the tab settings, right? So if you see that there is a pencil icon, right, in the tabs,
yes, yes.
so there you can remove it.
Okay.
Try this and let me know, okay, if you got it.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Then yeah, I think we have covered all the questions. I hope so. The question I asked you now was very straightforward. The interviewer may or may not ask this question. Okay, like this question that I asked you was just to test your concept knowledge. Like, have you understood this concept? We will have one more session at the end of this course where it's going to be more like a mock interview, like more scenario based questions. It's going to be like not straightforward, right? What is object? I may not ask that. Instead, I'll ask a situation and the answer may be the object, right? So for now, I didn't want to complicate it. I wanted to keep it very, very simple so you guys know ki acha, we have learned these topics and I know what it is, right? So I feel confident that you guys were able to answer this. So yeah, very good on that, right? Because I've seen sometimes nobody is answering at all or it's very silent. So I feel like here it's better. You guys were able to answer, at least know the topic. So if you still feel a little, what can I say, like low in confidence about these topics, it's not too late. That's what I want to say, right? You still have time, so make sure that these topics that I have asked so far and put in the chat, you know very, very well. Because the next week, right, the 5 days, I'm going to do security from tomorrow onwards, right? So that's why, yeah, be prepared on this. Okay. Are we
Okay.
all right? So then